Hello again. Right, so we've had a little look at harmonies, we've had a little look at breath control. What I'd like to look at today is ad-libbing and improvisation. Okay, so it would be great just to get you guys confident enough just to sing along with some music, but to know how to go about that and what notes to pick and how to do the best that you can given an opportunity to ad-lib. There are lots of opportunities that arise within music to either ad-lib over something else that's happening with a counter melody that we've looked at a lot during these sessions, but also there's the option of actually ad-libbing something random over some more random chords and things. So let's get warmed up and we'll get straight into some ad-libbing. So our usual warming up routine. I shouldn't need to talk to you too much through this now. Chin and shoulder, back to centre, chin and shoulder, back to centre, chin and chest. Chin up, shoulders up to ears, drop them down, roll them backwards, roll them forwards. Lean to one side, breathe out all the air in your lungs, deep breath in, filling half your lungs with air. Back to centre, lean to the other side, breathe out all the air in your lungs, take a deep breath in, filling the other half with air. Back to centre, lean forwards, let your arms hang in front of you, breathe out all the air in your lungs, take a deep breath in. Breathe in slowly, bring your arms above your head. This time, let's do it. Breathe out gently as you bring your arms down. Try and keep your rib cage where it is. Excellent. Good, good, good. Imagine you got a balloon in your hand. Deep breath in. Let the air out to it. Good. Okay. Now, in terms of starting off your ad-libs, you've got to bear in mind, and I will show you a little bit of Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald a little bit later, just because the ultimate ad-libbing has to be a scat. But there's so many opportunities, even within a church setting, and you sometimes just need a starting point, somewhere to start, somewhere to pluck at beginning, and just experiment with the rest. In terms of the songs that you're singing. So this one here, if I was to give you a chord or a sequence of chords, the ideal thing is to maybe start with something you can already hear. So here, this is a C major chord, 3 notes. You've got 3 notes that you can pick from. So you might sing a la, la, la. And with ad-libbing, it could be a word. If you're singing a song already, perhaps let's think Scooby-Doo-Wop-Bop. You might do a Scooby-Doo-Wop-Bop would be your starting point to take your ad-libs. Or you might want to break it down even smaller than that and just start with some vowel sounds. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. We talked about adding a 7th and a 9th. So I'm going to move my tonic into the bass note. Tonic is the first note of the chord. So moving that into the bass note, and I'm going to put my 7th and 9th either side of that tonic note there. So that gives you 4 notes that you can choose from to sing. So I'm going to pick la, the second one, but we'll start with our vowel sounds. So I'm going to go with an A. So I've got some chords. A would be my starting point, and then I might move to an E flat. Now I'm going to play you a chord, and it's going to be the 9th and the 7th on the F major chord. So you've got, so I want you to pick a vowel, any vowel, A, E, I, O, U, and pick a note. So it could be E or A, E, I, O. Pick a vowel, any vowel, and pick any of those notes. So I'm going to get you all to sing out as loud as you can that vowel on whichever note you picked. Only you know which note you picked. So 1, 2, 3. I hope that sounded amazing. I'm sure it did. Right, we're going to change the chord. In fact, we're going to play the same chord. I want you to pick a different note and a different vowel this time. There's your notes. Good, okay. So you're picking a note, that's your starting point. What we're going to do then, okay, is I'm going to move from that C chord to the F chord and back to the C. And I'm going to get you to just sing along with that. So a vowel sound. I'll give you a little demonstration. A, E, A, E, So I want you to have a go. Different notes, different words, letters to me if you like, or the same. There's no wrong answers. With ad-libbing, with improvisation, it's all about finding something that works along with what's already being played. So it's all about fitting in with what's already there. Let's join in. You might want to play around with it a little. With Louis Armstrong, a lot of people think, or historically it's recorded, that he developed a problem with his lip. He developed actually a cancer of the lip, which gained him the name Satchel-Mag. I don't want to go into too much detail in terms of his history, but I'm a big fan of Louis and Ella Fitzgerald due to their scatting. Now, when this happened, he couldn't play his trumpet, so he began singing the parts that the trumpet would have normally played in terms of music. So he would have scattered with a trumpet normally. So with a chord sequence like this, Scooby-Doo bye, bye 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 dee, Scoo-da-bee-ba-bo, bee-ba-dee-ba-dee-boo. So he began singing what he would have actually played on the trumpet. So when you're doing your ad-libs, I want you to almost imagine that you are the instrument that's playing. Your voice is an instrument, and often singers don't see their voice as an instrument. It's important that you do, because your melody is all integral to any other melody or any other instruments that are being played. So it's really important that you kind of visualize yourself as part of, not separate to the band. Early jazz bands would have had a singer often as a background, kind of. Often they refer to it as a bit of eye candy or what have you for the band, and singers were never the lead part of the band. They were always the trumpets and the brass during the big band era. It came a bit later when the singer was the person stood at the front who actually had the message of the song, the lyrics, which I often would have thought would be the most important thing. But anyway, I digress, but it's just all fascinating history. Right, so let's have a go at that. I want you to have a go at being the instrument around the two chords that we've been playing. So we're going to start back with that C chord and back to the F chord. And go. There's no wrong answers here. hope that the person next to you was singing something a little bit different to what you were singing, and you're actually generating some fantastic counter melodies there that support one another. Brilliant stuff. Okay. As you develop those, you can develop them into runs, which is like a series of notes working together, some little trills, counter melodies, like we've mentioned, and just develop from that starting note. You just need that initial push, I think, to get you free to sing and to create. And songwriting is often about creating that and finding things that really don't work alongside things that really do. And that's where it starts to get interesting and exciting. So we'll have a little look. I'm going to find you that little Ella sample.